First, before I go into that, I remember the first time I met Trevor. The first time I ever seen Trevor in my life. We went to the basketball court. He had on this blue shirt and his blue shorts. I thought he was trash. He looked like a straight NPC. I didn't know he knew how to hoop. Then he hit this cut. I was like, oh, it's not. I thought it was gonna be easy guarding him, but because he was this big. He looked like he played football. He looked like a football player on the court. So I was like, I got this. He punched me in the face, ran past me, like butter, just with the hand movement. But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
For all the people getting paper, we are not for sale. For all the doubters and the haters, we are not for sale. For all the movers and the shakers, we are not for sale. For all the givers and the takers, we are not for sale. Nah, we are not for sale. We are not.
What's happening, bro?
What's
What's
going
up?
on, man? What's going on, man? We are
Not
back,
so much.
episode 2. Episode 2, man. It's been a minute podcast. A little bit of a different episode this week. AJ is out for this week. He's dealing with a virus. He came down with something apparently. I think something's going around, but as they say in show business, it must go on.
So
So
must go
we
on,
got
baby.
a fulfill in for this week, guys. I want to introduce everyone to my boy Alvin Gant. What's up, man? How you
Say,
feeling, bro? Talk to the people, man.
feeling good, bro. Feeling warm, you know what I'm saying? It's been a little chilly recently. You know what I'm saying? We staying warm. Yes, sir.
Definitely,
How you
man.
been?
Most definitely, man. So, I've been knowing Alvin for a good long while, at least about a good 4 or 5 years. We've been friends, um, through basketball, really. So, that was kind of the first time that me and you met and talked. So, tell
So
the people about yourself, man.
first, before I go into that, I remember the first time I met Trevor. The first time I ever seen Trevor in my life. We went to the basketball court. He had on this blue shirt and his blue shorts. I thought he was trash. He looked like a straight NPC. I didn't know he knew how to hoop. Then he hit this cut. I was like, oh, it's not. I thought it was gonna be easy guarding him, but because he was this big. He looked like he played football. He looked like a football player on the court. So I was like, I got this. He punched me in the face, ran past me, like butter, just with the hand movement. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm a simple man. So I like hats. I'm saying half country, half city boy. It's pretty much it. I love football. Love family. I love God. That's my brother Trevor right there. So we're here to talk about some sports and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Real life. The first thing I wanted to talk about though, not too much about me. Y'all hear that later. But balance. How are we balancing sports with life? How do you do that?
It's kind of hard because I try to. I don't watch like mini games. I don't watch mini games live. I usually watch things like kind of afterwards and kind of get caught up on everything. Um, and then maybe listen to podcasts and something to kind of get in the feel for what's going on in the week. Social media is a good way. Um, that's what I try to do, like to balance everything. It's kind of hard to keep up with a lot. It's a lot to keep up with. It's kind of hard to keep up with everything.
Evidently.
Because you gotta prioritize what's more important, and because sometimes you want to do relax but sometimes you just have things you gotta take care of, and you can always just catch up on things later. But yeah, that's what I do. What about you?
It's hard to be balanced, bro. Especially during fantasy season, bro. Like
Yeah,
I'm a robot, I'm a machine, I'm a Terminator. I turned into prime Kawhi Leonard, like 2019 Kawhi, and I lock in. I went one time I did 71 trade. I sent the stats to the group chat that one time. But you know what I'm saying? But it is hard to find a balance, you know what I'm saying? Because there's
yeah,
moving parts going on and everything. But it's possible though. Like, what are
it
your
is
favorite
possible.
platforms to digest information from? Like, where do you get
Yeah.
your main feed of sports?
So I probably Instagram and YouTube is kind of like the good way. I don't really watch ESPN like that because I don't know. It's just it's not very informative sometimes. It's
Yeah,
what everyone's been saying about the old talking heads. Everybody's just screaming at each other. I try to watch
it's like
clips if I can, but there's maybe a handful of people that I actually listen to on a weekly. Obviously, Unc and Ocho and Pivot. Trying to figure out who Cam's podcast, Fourth and One. That's kind of like the big three that I like taking on my information from. Maybe Twitter every now and again, but Twitter is even more wilder than Instagram is sometimes.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I just try to filter out try to filter out what I like and what I don't like, and what makes sense and what does. What about you?
Yeah, to me, I feel like the American sports scene and sports scene in general is like you have different types of cheeses. You have your American cheese, which is good on a sandwich, not really good anywhere else. Then you have the Gruyere, when you're feeling fancy. You know what I'm saying? Those are the deeper level podcasts and things like that that really like go into analytics and stuff like that. And then you have what I would consider the cheddar cheese, which is
Yeah,
the independent creators that have like good topics. They're funny, informative, and
yeah.
I like to eat a little bit of each. You know, sometimes I watch an ESPN clip, and it's not telling me nothing, but it's entertaining. And then I go on, I
It
find
is
channels.
entertaining.
That's what I did with baseball. I don't really have time to watch baseball because the games are long. But I found channels like Foolish Baseball. You know, baseball doesn't exist, and they go in depth. They make stories about it.
Yeah,
It's entertaining. It's funny, but it's also informative on a deeper level.
right. That's definitely true. So just to kind of give people the basis, what teams you rocking with in college and in pro? And I want to hear this. I want people to hear this because I
I was
already know
blessed to be
one.
born. I was blessed to be born a Cowboys fan. I was blessed to be born a Knicks fan. I was blessed to be born. Well, in hockey, I like the Tampa Bay Lightning. That was from elementary school. One of my homeboys, he's from Canada. He put me on. That doesn't really count because I don't follow hockey like that. I'm a Mets
Yeah,
fan through and through since I was a kid. But again, I don't watch baseball, so I'm a casual Mets fan. But I
yeah,
still bleed orange and blue. You know what I'm saying? I
of
was
course.
converted to a Florida fan once I moved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Hey, I just had to. And then my homeboy he came to our school. He was a hero. He went there. So I had to root for them for sure. And right now, Oregon, I still remember the game. It was Michael James versus Cam Newton. I want to say it was Iron Bowl. I don't remember for sure. Don't sue me. 2011, 2010, something like that.
yeah,
I just fell in love with the Oregon Ducks, bro.
yeah. I
And
always like the
wait. I
uniforms.
forgot one. I forgot one. UConn. I Me
That's
and
what
my
I was
father
waiting
bonded
on you
over
to
them.
say.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah.
waiting.
Man,
I'm gonna be honest, and I was like half joking. I really didn't know they had a football team.
I didn't
I'm
either.
dead. I was
I
like,
didn't
wait a
know.
minute. When you came over, I was like, wait a minute. They got a football team?
Through and
That's how
through a
bad they've
blue
been.
blood basketball school, yes. And even then,
Yeah,
for a couple years, we weren't a basketball school either. We had nothing. Maybe soccer.
yeah, yeah. Women's
But
basketball
that's
too, I think.
oh, brother, yes.
Yeah,
We're
that
like the
was that
best
was more
program.
so than anything. Is yeah, even more so than
Oh,
men. Women's was that was the
yeah, that was our bread and butter.
that was it.
That's why me and my dad kind of rock with the WNBA just a little bit more than most people because there's a
Hmm.
direct pipeline from NCAA, and then you follow your Maya Moores, your Brianna Storts, your Pace Beckers. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Yeah, stuff like
yeah,
that. Of course, plenty more that's just escaped my mind for some reason. But yeah, strong history of women. Tina Charles, come
yeah.
on.
Cheryl Swoops, where does she go?
Did she ever go? I don't. I think that's somebody else.
I might be
But
thinking of
yeah, bro.
somebody else too.
Yeah. No, I've heard of her. I just don't. I think she might have been one of those. I mean, It's fine. We can Google this just real quick because she's important. I don't want to forget her. But like, okay, she's a WNBA legend. So some of them were like, you know what I'm saying, good at
So
basketball
she went to
before the
Texas
WNBA.
Tech. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Oh, Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi. Yo, two of the goats.
Of
Oh my
course, yeah,
God.
the
Oh my
legend, of
gosh.
course.
Yeah, we champions. We
Diane
champions. We champions.
Taurasi, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bro. Bro. But yeah, that's my team. You know what I'm saying? I rock with them. I've been all over the place though. The whole NFC East, I've had a part in. My first quarterback I ever looked at, I ever watched, I ever liked. I had his football card when he had 71 touchdowns. Donovan McNabb on the Eagles. Oh my gosh, he was different. He was different.
Yeah, Donovan was nice. Yeah.
And then RG3 on the Commanders. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
RG3 and Baylor. I
must
remember getting NCAA 13 with him on it.
13 with the slow
Yeah.
mo. That was
Yeah,
tough.
right.
Yes, sir. I would still get
Of
sacked all
course,
the
man.
time. I was trash. I never should have picked up the sticks. I still haven't won a game in NCAA against the computer on higher than freshman difficulty.
You never wait, so what system did you have? You had PS4 or
I had the
PS4, PS3
360.
or you had you had a
360.
360 too, yeah. 360 still goated in my opinion.
I can't lie. The games used to run so smooth. Like that's what I remember
Yeah,
about the older NCAA's, like NCAA 11, NCAA 10, all of that. I was on it.
bro. I put in so many hours in NCAA 11, bro. The one with Tebow on the front, bro. I put in so many
Yeah,
hours of
bro.
that game, dude.
That's my favorite actually. My
Yeah,
favorite.
back when they still had a hit stick.
Yeah, yeah, bro. Bro, I used to because you could sub in people. I used to put in like the big giant linemen and stuff at my fullback and just spam that. I
Hmm.
still do that to this day, but I used to do that
Yeah,
like all the way up the field. Yeah, bro.
right. Yeah, man.
That's
Well,
just a little. That's just a little bit about me. Yeah.
yeah, man. Well, like I said, man, we're here, episode two and a half, kind of. Yeah, I think people may have saw the last episode that I cut together. It was only like 9 minutes because he had some Wi-Fi issues, but it's all right. So we kind of call this like episode 2.5, I guess.
Yes,
As they
sir.
say, the show must go on. We're gonna get some topics in, man. Playoffs, dude. Been a crazy
That's
and
bro.
wild playoffs, bro.
Amazing.
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 Sunday's matchups, man. What you thinking, man? We got Denver
Um,
in New England. We got Seattle and
Seattle, LA.
LA in the NFC. So what you think is looking like, man? It's a toss up, man. I don't know.
Before we get into what I think, who are your picks to win? Who do you think is winning?
That's
Just
what I'm about
rapid
to say.
fire, just off the dome.
I don't,
Off the dome.
man.
I just pick a random winner and then try to argue that point. Just pick a random winner.
Yeah, that's what I was trying
Try
to
to
do. But
argue.
it's like it's either way. I mean, my heart's telling me Seattle.
All right, hold on. How about instead of that, we do this? We give 2 reasons why this team could win and why they won't win, and then we do that
Okay,
for all 4 teams. Just do it that way.
so
All
two
right. Why do you
reasons.
think the 2 reasons the Broncos will win? And 2 reasons they will lose.
Two reasons.
Yeah.
Well, I think one reason why they lose would be Jared Stidham.
Jared Stidham.
I
That
mean,
Bo Nix injury.
yeah. I think another reason why they lose is probably lack of experience on all fronts and all positions.
Experience.
Now,
Okay.
two reasons why they might win. I think the two reasons why they might win is just because they might catch New England slipping. If they can pressure Drake May. You know, I don't care how good you are in this league. If you can get to the quarterback and you can pressure the quarterback, you can have a pretty successful day. And we all know how good their defense can be. You know,
Yeah, definitely.
Denver has a very good defense. So I think another
Would
reason why
you would you consider this a trap game for New England? Like, is this a must? Like, what are you feeling about it?
I don't know about trap game. I mean, I guess if you want to look at the quarterback situation, but I don't know if it's a trap game
Mm,
because it's the playoffs, and you know you make one mistake, and that could be the end of you.
sure.
So,
Let's see where's that defense.
and I think another reason why Denver might win is just because of I think just catching New England.
Got to New England,
Drake,
yeah.
Drake May. I mean, this is only his second year, so I think the second reason why they might win is just sneaking up on Drake May and him not having as much experience. So I think the whole like, playoff experience kind of like falls on both sides. Neither team really has a lot of playoff experience, as you know, more like on the NFC side, like we all know Matthew Stafford's playoff experience. Sam Darnold doesn't
Yeah.
have much, but he has a lot of talent around him. I'm just two reasons why Seattle might lose. Sam Darnold might turn into the Sam Darnold that we all know. He
Seeing
might be due
ghosts.
for about 2 picks. Yeah, he might be about due for 2 picks. This is Sam Darnold we're talking about.
Yeah.
Another reason why they might lose is just they might have Seattle just might have a bad game on defense.
Bad
Because
game on defense, man.
yeah, that's really why. Two reasons why
Yeah,
they might
they got
win.
some dogs on the Rams, bro. They got some dogs.
Yeah, two reasons why they might win. Actually, yeah, I can give you two reasons. Puka Nakua is one, and JSN's the other.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the two reasons why they might win.
Yeah, bro. Oh, what are we thinking about the run game, like the head-to-head for the Rams and Seahawks? How are we feeling about that?
I think Seattle has a slightly better running game.
Fine. Oh no,
Yeah,
Zach is out though. Zach just got injured, so I don't
so
know.
he's out. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think they're good enough to play without him. I mean, if they can just rely on Sam Darnold and his arm, they might be okay. Far as two reasons why LA probably would win, Matthew Stafford and Devontae, most definitely.
And Devontae. Do you think that if they neutralize Puka, Devontae just elevates that much more?
Yeah,
I
that's
got
what I
you.
think.
Okay. And I'm not sure if Kyron Williams is out, but like he's been a factor at times, like especially like
Yeah,
like he could be a home run threat.
yeah, he can.
Yeah,
Kyron Williams is definitely, yeah. But I think another reason why they might win is playoff experience.
yeah.
Matt, like I said earlier, that playoff experience from Matthew
Stafford,
Stafford
my boy
and Sean
Staffy.
McVay. They've been in this type of situation. They know what it takes to win. So that's what my reasons.
Yeah, I honestly don't view the Rams as underdogs here. Like they might be the lower seed, but I honestly see them not as underdogs here. I think they can easily. I won't say easily, but I think that they could pull away. I think that absolutely they could have a spectacular game. I think that Matthew Stafford has been here before. He's been further than this, and I think that he is due for another Super Bowl run,
Yeah,
just based on what we've seen here. If you really look at the wide receiver, this has been touched upon before, but if you look at the wide receiver he's played with, the elevation that he's brought to them, obviously Calvin Johnson is a generational talent. He's a once in a lifetime combination of size, speed, and strength. But his numbers, you know what I'm saying, his ability to elevate Puka Nacua, to elevate Cooper Cup, get him a triple crown, to elevate Devontae Adams. We've seen Devontae Adams with subpar quarterback play and how he was struggling with that. And then he gets Matthew Stafford, and it's not, we don't have to guess where this is coming from. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah.
right there in front of us. Yeah, so say what you will, but Matthew Stafford is a winner. He makes things shake.
So what
I don't want to
about
get into
the
that game changer, the playmaker, any of that debate. You know what I'm saying? Game manager. I think he's a
yeah
game shaker. I think at
yeah
any given moment he could rip it over the top, or he could throw the check down. You know what I'm
yeah?
saying? Yeah,
The crazy thing is, like, he had no off season. Like, he came in hurt. So imagine what he could do if, like, he came in with a full off season, full training camp, full media camp. Imagine, like, he's doing all this with no, and they're right back in it just from a few years ago. So it just goes to show how good
definitely.
he really was. Because a lot of people had kind of counted them out after they went the first time a few years ago. But they've
Yeah.
done the job of building that team back up, and now here they are again.
You lose Aaron Donald, you lose a couple other guys. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I want to say Bobby Wagner. You lose Bobby Wagner. A
Jay
couple
Ram.
other. Jalen Ramsey at Fox from that roster.
Lost Cooper
Yeah,
Cup
like you
too.
said, yeah, Cooper Cup. Now, if we remember Cooper Cup in his last legs, with the Rams, you kind of felt the torch being passed to Puka Nacua. Similar to how CeeDee Lamb, we saw his rise with Amari Cooper when he was still there, and how
Yeah.
they pivoted to CeeDee and they were preparing him for that crown, so to speak. But yeah, that's how we feel. I personally, if I had to make a decision right here, I'm saying Patriots Rams for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's kind of what my
Yeah,
head was saying too. If like my heart's saying Seahawks, but my head's saying yeah, Patriots and Rams.
I wanted the Seahawks to win because I hate the Rams, but non-biased, just based off experience of what we can see, the eye test, I see the Rams going through. I just don't see them losing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
bro.
what about the AFC?
The AFC, I got the Patriots, bro.
I was saying like who the two reasons why.
Two
Some of your
reasons.
reasons.
Like I like Drake May. Drake May. Drake May. Wait, is Drake May? Yeah, I think I did that right.
Yeah, Drake May.
He's tough. We've been following him since he was at UNC. I didn't expect him to be this good or this is like I didn't expect this. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Being
Yeah.
a former Patriots fan, I was a Patriots fan up until they beat the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? When one year it was just a bad loss, and I was like, oh no, I can't do this anymore.
Are you jumped off the bandwagon?
No, I can't. Hey, bandwagon is crazy. I'm from New England. Yeah, when it's convenient. I'm from New England when it was convenient.
Exactly what it
It
is.
just never, it just never, it just never felt gratifying. I wanted the Cowboys to win. And we were winning with Tom Brady. I could go around. I'm like, yeah, Tom Brady, Tom Brady. I'm from Florida. I'm from Florida. I love the Cowboys. I want to see these losers elevate and win. It's been 30 years. There's not a person in this call that's 30 years old. So we never saw the Cowboys win in our life.
Way before I was born. Yeah, they
Yeah.
still holding on to that. They still holding to that form of glory.
All right, bro. Let's take a quick sidebar though. Let's step away from the playoffs for a second.
What you got, man?
Let's give props. You know what I'm saying? That reporter, Miss Lynn, I forgot her last name. I think
Lynn,
it was
yeah,
like
yeah,
Lynn
yeah.
Jones. Yeah, Lynn Jones. Shout out to her. Let's talk about the Jaguars and how they've managed to. You were a Jaguars fan for a long time, your whole life probably, right? You would say. How does it feel to see Liam Cohen come in? And I'm pretty sure you talked about this. I was just listening to the pod yesterday. I mean, to the pod like before I joined. You know what I'm saying? The one you just dropped, and you talked about the Jaguars. But let's just give them their props. It's
Yeah,
crazy. You had to sit through so many trash quarterbacks. I'm gonna let you talk though. Like, give us how are you feeling? Because the Cowboys went through the same thing. You know, Brandon Weeden, like Matt Castle.
I
Like,
forgot about
who are these
Brandon
people?
Whedon. Oh my goodness, I totally forgot about Brandon Whedon. Isn't he from Oklahoma
Like,
State?
I don't know him. I don't want to know him honestly. Like, we'll Google him later. But yeah,
But yeah, man,
just talk about your team, sauce it up, bro.
it feels good. It feels good. You know, no longer the laughing stock of the friend group. You know, nobody's saying, "Oh, haha," but you're a Jaguars fan. You know, I got kind of annoying after a while, but finally, let's see. And if you listen to what I said in the other episode, all it takes is a quarterback and a coach. Simple as that. Look at Bo Nix and Sean Payton,
On
Drake
this
May
Sean
and
Payton.
Mike Vrabel, Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford. You know what I'm saying? All it takes is it's simple. Get you a coach and get you a quarterback and build pieces
So, baby,
around it.
I'm talking about.
And you're and I don't know if you saw that on the list here. One of the topics we'll talk about was like with Joe Burrow and how he wanted to go back to having fun. I don't know why these organizations just don't want to. I don't know why they just sometimes they choose not to help out their star.
You know, let's talk about that real quick though, because he just recently responded to that. Actually, he said that these comments weren't aimed at the Bengals. She just wanted to have fun with football again. Yeah, it's about himself. Now, whether or not that's a PR, like you know what I'm saying, like he's
That's
trying to be cool with the team. Maybe he overstepped at that point in his mind.
bro. Burrow been running for his life since he got drafted there.
Dog, come
Like
on. That O
I
line,
wouldn't
we've
be
been talking about this
surprised.
Bengals O line.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I wouldn't be surprised if he left in a few years just because of the lack of putting talent around him outside of T and Jamar Chase. Yeah, but these organizations sometimes they just don't want to. And you know, the Bengals organization has been notorious for not doing certain
Ask
things.
Ocho.
Thank you. Exactly. He know all about that. So when you look at my team with Jacksonville, you know,
Mm-hmm.
we probably never would have been where we were if it wasn't for firing Trent Baalke. He was
Yeah.
like the biggest issue that we had to overcome. Like Sean Khan finally got it right with the hiring of the general manager. You had somebody with Gladstone who was on the Rams staff when they went to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago. You know, you bring in a legend and Hall of Famer in Tony Baselli as your president of player operations.
Congrats to him, by the way, for making it.
Oh yeah, most definitely. So
Yes, sir.
it's just the little things that you have to do in your front office, and it's going to show up on the field. Now
Show up
the
in the
crazy
results.
thing is, yeah, and the crazy thing is they're doing this all without Travis Hunter. That's the crazy thing.
Travis, bro.
Parker Washington came out of nowhere. I didn't even know who he was a couple of years ago. I'm like, what the heck is this?
You love that.
And it was, I know it was kind of rough, like the first couple of games. You know, we were still trying to get the footing, and Trevor was still trying to learn certain things and certain signals and learn about the coverages as far as not coverages, but as far as
I
terminology
get what you mean.
and learning
Yeah.
the offense and Liam Cohen's offense. And you know, Liam Cohen is his advertiser. You saw what he did for Baker, and
Come
he
on,
brought
bro.
it to Jacksonville. He's the self-proclaimed quarterback whisperer. And all it took after that
Good to see
Houston
that.
game, I think it was like week 8, something just clicked and we just started firing. It feels really good.
Yeah, bro. I'm not even a Jacksonville hater. I'm not even a Jacksonville fan. But when a Florida team is doing well, I got to give them their props because they make the state look good. You know how football is here, bro. Like this football is our bread and butter.
Yeah.
That Florida Heat, boys out there running routes, catching balls. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Football was born in the South.
do.
Football was
So technically, no, I'm just.
well, you know what I mean.
Of course, it was made. Football
Well,
grew his
actually,
beard, grew his chest.
well, actually,
Look
like
at my Brian
football.
Moore.
Okay, put it like this: football runs
Yeah,
through the South.
of course.
Like football, like college football. That's it's a Southern sport. Ain't nobody worry about no college
Cornbread.
football up in Connecticut and Syracuse.
Yeah,
Sorry.
all right. Like I wasn't dusting folks when I was at no, let me stop lying. I can't lie, I got embarrassed the
I was
second
about to
time I
say,
came
don't
through.
cap.
Yeah, bro.
Man, but yeah, man, it feels good, man. What you're a Cowboys fan, so what's next for
I
y'all?
thought we were gonna have fun on this pod. I thought we was gonna have fun. I thought we was gonna have a good conversation. I thought the vibes were gonna stay high, but you wanna bring up the Cowboys. Just ask your questions, bro. I got you, bro. Ask your questions, bro.
What's next for y'all, man? Y'all gonna try to keep
What's
Pitt?
next?
Y'all gotta keep
When
Pitt.
is next? Because I feel like we stuck in here. Yeah, we're keeping Jordan. Yeah, Jordan. See, they got my mind discombobulated and just torn upside down. We keeping GP. I hope so. But if he asks for any type of money, you're not getting signed again.
Yeah.
My heart is like I'm right here. I'm holding him close, but I'm ready to let him go if I have to. Because I know this team. This team is pinching pennies. You know what I'm saying? We $13 billion worth, the most valuable franchise in the world. Of course, it's not salary cap space, but we're known for being frugal. We're not paying people that need to get paid. It is what it is. We got to find the money somewhere.
Y'all keep being trash. Just keep being trash. I love it.
He's just gone. Yeah, we can't beat y'all for some reason. That's another thing I gotta say.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
We can't beat the choke we had against y'all that one year. I was just upset.
Dog, the first half I loved it because it was kind of tight. But though, bro, T-Law came out and started torching y'all. I'm like, yo, what's going on?
What is it? Zay Jones? Zay Jones is
Zay
banned from
Jones
Florida.
throws torch, bro. I'm like, yo, Christian
Zay
Kirk.
Jones is banned from Florida. That pick Dak threw.
He said he's banned.
Dak is banned from Florida. Yo.
Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram torching y'all. I'm like, yo, what is going on?
Bro, it was just bad, bro. It was just
That
bad.
was a playoff year against the Chargers when we came back. That was the same year.
Oh my goodness. I wanted y'all to go far in that. Believe it or not.
Right.
I was riding with y'all. Of course. Let's just go right into the top shit discussion, bro. Which QB has the most pressure on him and to win a championship? Like just most pressure.
Which QB? Man.
You could say it. You could say it, bro.
Okay. I mean, it's gonna bleed into the other topics. That's why I didn't want to.
All right, move on.
If we're just talking about
what you gotta
the
say.
14, if
What
we
you
just
gotta
talking
say,
about the
bro.
14s right now, I mean, I don't think no quarterback has any pressure on them right now because they're all young.
Whoa, okay,
Like
that's
Stafford.
wait, slow down. That's crazy. Oh, you talking about the teams in the playoffs right now? Yeah, of course.
I'm just talking about right now, currently. If we're just talking about that,
Yeah. Oh.
No, I don't think any team. Because I mean, who you got? Sam Darnold.
Well,
We know what Sam Darnold is.
We can start there. We can start with these four and then branch out. Which of these four, if you had to just throw one out there, has no pressure on him?
I mean, I said Sam Darnold don't really have no pressure because he doesn't have any expectations. But I guess you could say Sam Darnold.
I think he's the de facto, the right choice here because everyone's expecting him to fail, basically. They're not expecting him to go far. The lack of expectations comes from his previous failures. I think he has the most to prove here. I think that nobody expected Drake May to be this good or to get them there. And I think that Jared Stidham, come on. Well, what pressure does Jared Stidham have to?
It's Jared Stidham, bro.
This road is expected to end here. Yeah.
And I mean, with Stafford, we're to lose this championship game. Do we look at him any differently? Not really.
Not really. He goes against Seattle, who has ASN and K9 and a really great defense.
he already has a ring, so it's like, do we really expect him to? I mean, we expect him, but it's like, are we going to be disappointed? Not really, but if we let's expand this out, and
Hmm.
it's gonna bleed into something else that we got to talk about. The hot topic this week, man, Josh Allen.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I'll say it. Is Josh Allen a fraud?
Is he a fraud or an underachiever?
You
Like
see what you
a
say?
prolific. I said, is he a fraud or is he an underachiever?
Underachiever, I think, is a good word. Yeah, I think underachiever is a good word. I mean, if we to go back to the previous question, I think we all know that Josh Allen has the most pressure on him right now to win because
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes has already been a couple of times, at least 3 times, 4 actually.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow.
Hey, yo. Hey, my cousin. My cousin. He's
Oh, you
ready.
do?
Yeah. Is it all right if you join? Or is it too late?
Trying to see how I can.
Yeah, I could just send the link again. Like, I could just send the
Yeah,
link.
okay, that's fine. Just send a link again.
I bet. Yeah, I'm gonna make sure he got closing on real quick. And then we'll see what we do.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I think if we're talking about Joe Burrow, like he's already been, and also I think his team right now is not really in a position to go anywhere. So I wouldn't say he has a ton of pressure. To be fair, a lot of these quarterbacks don't have that much except for probably Josh Allen because Josh Allen has went up against Patrick Mahomes the most and he's lost a lot. Now, in all fairness to Lamar, he's had to deal with the same thing these other quarterbacks have to have dealt
Of
with
course. Of course.
and being in the same conference as Patrick Mahomes. But I still think I think the pressure comes not necessarily from him and the Bills. I think it just comes from the media and the way that they prop him up.
Yeah, bro.
I think that's
They
really
have oh, keep going. My phone. They got Josh as their golden boy, you know what I'm saying? He's next in line. He's been promised basically a championship, basically. And it's
yeah.
expected of him at this point. This honestly, this year was his best chance. That's what we all thought. And then
Easiest path. No Lamar,
easy.
no Mahomes,
Mahomes.
no Burrow. So all he had to do was get past Trevor Lawrence and Bo Nix and Drake May. That's all he had to do.
Yeah, bro.
So I think that if we can hold on,
What's going on?
Sean McDermott. Yeah, that was something else we were supposed to talk about too.
Man,
Hey, how much
man,
like
bro.
how much do you put on like what's going on with Buffalo? How much do you put that on Josh Allen, or do you put that more a lot on Sean McDermott?
I mean, if we really look at it, Josh Allen's weapons in terms of who is out there on the field that he's throwing to has changed a lot over time. I think consistency, I think that comes from player management, personnel management, I mean. And I think that he hasn't really had that recently. I think that losing Stephon Diggs, losing some of the bigger names, like the Amari Coopers, it really makes a difference because he's throwing to, I mean, is Keon Coleman, is Cookies doing something right now? Like, Khalil Shakir, like who does he have for being honest? Outside of his tight ends, you know.
I mean, in all fairness, Mahomes went to the Super Bowl without any wide receivers either.
No, listen. Josh Allen is not Patrick Mahomes. And that's really a conversation we need to have. That's really a conversation we need to have. Because I feel like Patrick Mahomes can, by himself, elevate mid receivers.
Yeah,
Josh Allen is already a turnover machine, you know, on his own. That's something that he has going for him. He's guaranteed to almost throw 2 picks any
yeah,
given game. He could do that. He could do that. He can get you that for sure.
yeah.
We're not gamblers, but if you wanted to, you could. That would be like, okay. Hey. But, you know, as far
Cut out.
as
What'd you
QBs
say?
with the most pressure, oh, my fault. I know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
better.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I got beat upside the head, so my mic is
What were you saying though?
I was rambling. I can't lie, I was rambling. But basically, Josh Allen, it's not Mahomes. That's no glaze. You know what I'm saying? You got to be
Yeah,
careful with that. But I
yeah.
don't think he can elevate average receivers the same way that a Mahomes can.
So you think he needs more pieces around him?
Yeah, come on. They need to sign somebody desperately.
They got one of the best running backs in the NFL though.
Yeah, you have a great running back, but you still need people to throw down the field like consistently. You need somebody with gravity,
Yeah,
somebody that they have the shadow with a safety over the top, and then the corner on the side, and then you know what I'm saying. That might be too much to ask for. I don't know who's out there that's like that right now, but
yeah, but I
we'll
mean,
have to see. What's hold on. We'll have to see where AJ Brown goes. You know, we'll have to
man,
see.
I heard Ocho say that. I'm like, man, come on.
We'll have to see where AJ Brown goes. It'll be a pipe
You
dream if
had
he goes there.
Stephon Diggs though.
Yeah, but I'm sure there was like locker room stuff going on there though. I feel like that trickled out onto the field. There was, you know what I'm saying? You know, Stephon Diggs' character, like, there might have been some stuff going on, behind the scenes. Promise.
Look, listen, wide receiver or no wide receivers, you can't go out there and throw 4 picks.
That's a fact too. Now, how many of them were his fault? Like, sometimes you get, and then
Yeah, but
bobbles right into the
you
hands
got
of
to
the
be
defender.
extra careful if you in that situation.
Josh Allen's not really known for being extra careful when you're in that situation.
He's not. That's my thing. Like you can't like you. It goes back to the whole game manager game changer conversation that
Yeah,
you can't be the reason that they lose. You don't always have to be the
I
reason
know.
that they win, but you just can't be the reason that they lose. And Josh Allen was the reason that they lost.
If
Like
you put the ball on the money and the wide receiver drops it.
I mean, that's yeah. But I'm just saying, like
But
they
no, that's what
all
I'm
form one
agreeing with
like
you.
that.
I'm agreeing with you. I'm agreeing with you. That's not you losing the game. That's you putting the team in and somebody else lost the game. But if you
Right.
throw it right to the defender, that's crazy. That's crazy.
And in all fairness, the Bills' defense isn't that great either. I don't know how they got this far because
That's fair too.
Sean McDermott, as much as I don't necessarily agree with him being fired, I understand. It's kind of like with what's his name with Raheem Morris.
Hey,
I get
Morris.
it. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I get it because you have all that talent around you. But it's like
Yeah.
McDermott, you've been there for 9 years, and for some reason you
You
can't.
just
Like, what's
need a
going on?
chance to see. Like, I remember them years we were slumming it out with Jason Garrett, bro. Like, we thought one
Yeah,
day Jason Garrett was gonna get us over the hump. You know, say Dak came through. Dak was like the greatest thing since sliced bread. Zeke was the greatest thing ever. And we just didn't win. And I remember that day we had to let Jason Garrett go, and then he went to the Giants. Jason
yeah,
Garrett stayed after the game, and he played catch with his kids on the field. And it was like, I was like, wow. And that's when I really realized, like, oh, this is a person here. You know, as fans, we look at sports figures, especially coaches, and we can get a sort of hatred, especially when our team is doing bad. And we can kind of dehumanize them to an extent. But then you sit back and you're like, whoa, this is a person at the end of the day. It's kind of sad that they're leaving, that they're going somewhere else. Even if we didn't have the success that we wanted, you know, this is human, you know. We're seeing that side of it.
yeah,
I'm never really going to celebrate somebody getting fired, but
yeah. Of course not.
it was time for a change of scenery, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need a new voice. Kind of like in
Yeah.
Baltimore, you just need a new voice. I'm pretty sure John
19
Harbaugh didn't want
years?
to leave. Yeah, 19 years. Like,
19 seasons at least, I should say.
yeah, sometimes you need a new voice. I know one thing, boy. I know John Harbaugh sitting there like, man, if I would have just waited like 2 more weeks, I would have had that Buffalo job. I know he mad.
Yeah, bro. And he's going to
I
end up
know
in
he,
Cleveland or somewhere, bro. He's going to end up somewhere crazy.
man.
Speaking of somebody, oh, my fault, continue, bro.
Speaking of Cleveland,
Yeah, we understand that wavelength. Are you going to
I
make me
don't
talk
mean
about your door? And
I mean to bring
I'm
the
about to
vibes of
start
the pod
crying.
down, but goodness gracious,
I'm
what's
about to
going
start
on?
crying. I'm about to start crying, bro. Let's talk about the Brownies, bro. The lovable losers my whole life. I never,
Lovable losers.
yes, bro. The Brownies,
You,
bro.
you think they go
Is it
after somebody in the
sabotage? Is
draft?
it incompetence? Is it chronic incompetence? Is it terminal incompetence? Will they end the franchise in a couple years? We don't know. We don't know. They might just wrap up. They might
You
just.
think they go after somebody in the draft?
Do I think they go after somebody in the draft?
Yeah.
Who? What position are they in the draft? Like, what pick do they have?
Like as far as a quarterback goes.
Yeah, as far as the quarterback. Let me
Yeah.
see. Because Mendoza is probably not going to be there. He probably goes, what, first overall or something like that? Something close?
Yeah,
I
Mendoza
mean,
probably going to Las Vegas.
yeah, probably Vegas. Let's see. Let's see the NFL draft order for 2026. Okay. Got locked in. We're going to see this real quick. My 5G is not 5G right now. You know what I'm saying? But you're just going to get this. Typically, I would have researched all of this and had this ready, but this is, something we just got to
Yeah,
get
my fault.
fresh.
Yeah, my fault.
No, you're good. You're good. It's not your fault. Oh yeah, it's not looking great. The Browns have the sixth pick. They could do something with that though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some good running backs coming out. I'm fairly certain. Is Ohio State's quarterback? What's he doing?
Oh, you talking about what's his name?
Julian Sang?
Julian saying I don't
Yeah,
know. Let me look it up. I don't know.
but 2024. Oh yeah, he got some. He got a year. So all right, we gonna
Yeah,
be looking at him later.
he's
Yeah, they
definitely
got
probably coming back.
our boy Stephen A. Smith. While we're looking at this, that boy Stephen A. Smith shouted out a defensive coordinator that had cancer and has been out since week 2. And said he's been doing a great job with the Patriots defense.
Who?
Stephen A. Smith said that earlier.
Really?
Yeah, even though they've had an interim DC and he's been getting cooked for that. I think it's hilarious. They say he's been doing a heck of a job, and then turns out, yeah,
Oh, I
he's
get what you're
everything.
saying.
Yeah,
That's wild. I ain't gonna lie.
but yeah, like coming out. Hopefully, they can find something in the draft. If not, there might be some good free agents. I don't know. I just don't have hope for the Browns in any aspect. I think they're more than a quarterback away from doing anything.
Yeah.
I do like what I saw. You know what I'm saying? I think Judy has shown some good stuff.
He's
Obviously,
not a wide
Keyshawn
receiver one
Jenkins.
though.
Keyshawn Jenkins. No, he's not. He's definitely not. But he could be part of a team that has a wide receiver one, and I think they go out and get one.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for Donovan Smith. Not Donovan Smith. Oh man, Jeremiah Smith.
Jeremiah Smith,
I'm
yeah.
waiting for that. Oh yeah, we're waiting for them boys to come through. Not to get too off topic. Ryan Williams. Anyways,
I don't know what happened with him. I don't know what happened with him.
I'm hearing some talk that Malachi Tony has surpassed him. I'm hearing some stuff on that. I don't know.
Man.
Yeah, but
On
let's
a
keep it in the
yeah,
division though.
on a different note, I'm so happy Miami lost.
That's crazy. But I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Elaborate.
I'm
You might
just
have the same idea.
yeah, yeah. I just don't like Miami. Ain't really no explanation.
Oh, okay. That
I'm just
I can't
hating.
accept that. That's
I'm just
crazy.
hating.
Yeah, you just hating. Okay, I got you, bro.
I'm
You
a
are a
Gators
Gators
fan.
fan.
I'm hating.
A heavy, hardcore Gators fan. Hardcore Gators fan. You got the
Yeah.
merch and everything.
Seeing
I just wanted to see
Michael
you. So.
Irvin, I ain't gonna lie. He been doing the belt all season. Seeing him standing in like when the stuff was coming down, it was a good sight. I ain't gonna lie.
But you have to admit though that crash out that Michael Irvin would have had if Miami won
yeah.
would have been legendary. The celebration would have been
Yeah.
legendary. I'm
Yeah.
trying to keep it clean. I'm trying to keep it I'm trying to keep it clean.
No,
But
I got you. No, I know what you're saying though.
no,
You know what it means, belt. That's why I just said belt.
no, not that. But Mike, he would have indulged. He would have definitely indulged. It would have ran pure. We're not going to elaborate on that.
I give it.
Hey, bro. But on a side note, history, like as football fans, not attached to any of these teams. Obviously, Trev is a hater. He doesn't want Miami to win. I wanted Miami to win solely for the fact that they're from Florida, that it would look good for the state. But Indiana going 16-0, having a perfect season, you just can't hate on that. Honestly, Mendoza is so charismatic. Just watching his smile is crazy. His cheekbones look like they were made in a lab. Do we say pause in here? I'm not gonna say pause, but like his cheekbones are just crazy. The way he smiles, like you just want to root for the kid. He's from Miami,
Oh, wait a
Warriors.
minute.
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? What did
His
I say?
cheekbones and the way he smiles.
Pull up a picture of Mendoza, bro. Look at how he smiles, bro. That's
I've
like
seen him.
that's
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm wondering where you got
like
that from. Like, what
no glaze, but like that's the definition of a smile, bro. When you look in the mirror, you aspire, you hope to have an ounce. Okay, I'm tripping. But you look at the construction of this team, no 5 stars, bro. It's just a crazy. And then Signetti coming from James Madison, he's like, "Yo, I win. Google me. 15 and
Yeah.
0, 16 and 0, wins the championship, flawless season. Hoosier football. Nobody expected it. I remember like probably 9 weeks into the season, I'm looking at the schedule. And I'm like, wait, Indiana's not losing. Is this real? Is this a real bona fide championship team? And I was waiting for them to lose every single week after that. They just
Didn't they
didn't
have
lose.
like the worst? Didn't they have like the worst record like 2 years ago in the nation?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
Yeah. I'm happy for it's this. It's the Cinderella story that I like.
Yeah, bro. I love that too. Like I said, just for the historical side of football, this is beautiful to see.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
CJ Stroud, bro.
Let's talk about your boy. Let's talk about your
Hey,
boy.
my boy. Man,
Coming hot off the heels of Deshaun Watson. I'm not gonna touch that. We're gonna slide right past that. CJ Stroud, amazing rookie season.
about that.
Well, that's what a lot of people have been saying as well. They're like, he had probably one good game his rookie season, and he's just been
In his last game, this says CJ Stroud. Let's see. Look up his stats here for a second.
yeah,
CJ
CJ Stroud.
Stroud.
Are you looking at rookie season?
No, I'm looking at like the last game.
His last game. Oh, okay.
20 or 47, 193, 0 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
Didn't he have? Wait, was there a game he had 5 fumbles and then still won? Or
I don't remember.
much of it? Wait, hold on, bro, because that was crazy. Wait, let me see. Wait. It gets worse. It gets worse. It gets
It gets
worse.
worse.
It gets worse. Hold on. Let me see. Because if I remember this correctly, okay, it wasn't. Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. I was about to say. For a second, I thought it was in the same game, but it wasn't the same game. Hold on. Okay. He threw a pick and then fumbled 5 times, but 2 of them were recovered by the defense. So he recovered 3 of them, but he fumbled 5 times.
Yeah.
But it might have been like something that the center snapped it the wrong way, or he just mishandled it. One of those ticky-tack fumbles. But yeah, that's crazy stuff.
Listen, I understand that there's no Nico Collins. I understand that you don't have Tank Dell.
You don't have Diggs.
No, yeah, but it's like, bro, 4 pick. Like, dude, her teams just like I think teams have just figured him out.
Just figured him out.
It's got to be because it's like him and I mean, I can't really say Jaden Daniels because he got hurt, but I don't know. It just seems like he's regressed. What do you think the issue is?
Well, I think the issue is, I think it might be a lack of confidence, bro. Might be a lack of confidence.
But
Maybe
he
he's
was
not
talking all
reading.
that mess like his rookie season, though.
Yeah, he was talking all that mess, but talking in the mess and walking the mess is 2 different things,
Yeah,
Yeah, bro. I think that he needs to go to the Trevor Lawrence School of Humility, and he needs to lock in for this next season. This is a proven year. I feel, in my opinion, this defines his legacy. To be a little dramatic, yeah, you don't have the weapons that you were accustomed to, and it's not as stable. You know what I'm saying, in Houston, but you kind of got to roll with the punches here. You got to give us something.
yeah.
That many errors on offense is crazy. You can't win like that with anybody.
And their defense is what kept them in the game. You can't expect that every single time.
Mm-mm.
You
I don't
can't
care who
expect
you
it.
got.
I don't care. Yeah, exactly. I don't care who you got. Like the defense is
They
literally
say defense wins championships, and
yeah,
then they also say the best defense is a good offense. So if you're
yeah,
keeping the other defense on the field, keeping yours off the field by having the offense on there frequently, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
right.
And having those successful drives. It's like chess. Each time you give up a piece and don't take one, you just dig yourself into a hole.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Until eventually you get checkmated. It's a
yeah.
war of attrition.
I don't know. Like you said, it is a proven year for him next season because I don't. I mean, I can't see Houston extending him another 3 years, especially with the way he's been playing. So, year 4 is that prove a year that
Yeah.
exercise his player option and see what he do. 'Cause I don't
We just,
understand.
I'm sorry. We just had that conversation. My fault. I didn't mean to cut you off, but we
No,
just
no,
had
you
that
good.
conversation on player development and the QBs and how the league has changed. They don't have time, like you said, to sit and take the gamble on him. If
Yeah,
there's a better QB that they see in the draft, they're gonna try to go after that. Because what CJ Stroud are you gonna get? Are you gonna get the glimpse you saw his rookie season, or are you gonna get this version that is? You know what I'm saying, where does he go?
yeah,
Does he continue to rise, or does he decline? Like, where's his follow up point?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely don't. Yeah, it's too much. It's too much money involved right now with these quarterbacks. Now, like typically, like if it takes a quarterback 4 or 5 years to kind of develop, that's almost it used to be looked at as normal
Yeah.
because normally how it used to work was you would get drafted and then maybe you would sit under like Jordan Love. You would sit,
Mm-hmm.
sit under like a veteran and learn and soak everything in and make sure you're paying attention and watching film and seeing what these guys do. And then once you take over, you have the keys to the kingdom. And now it's like these guys are coming in, in their rookie season, and they have
Expected to be starters.
yeah, yeah, and they're expecting all this stuff because they're not like a lot of these. The problem is too, a lot of these quarterbacks were, and I think I told you this, they were like the best people on the field. They're best players on the field,
Yeah.
and that's like with any position too, especially like in college.
Mm-hmm.
Once you get to the NFL, then you realize, oh, everybody ain't here like that. All
Everybody's
y'all
him.
some dogs. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the people that expected Travis Hunter to dominate like he did at Colorado, I'm like, no, he was never going to do that.
Mm.
He was never going to do that. Like, so with these quarterbacks, like, they need more time to develop certain things in order to be able to have staying power. Because, yeah, you can come in and have a couple good seasons, but you have to be able to have longevity. What made Tom Brady so great is that he always made the right play at the right moment. Because
Yeah.
he didn't have great games every single week. Sometimes he had
No.
really bad games, but he would make that one or two plays, and that's usually what it comes down to in the NFL is one or two plays that make the difference whether you lose or win that game.
Sorry, it's a game of inches, bro. Every inch you can get back is another inch you can use to win.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
sir.
it's even worse in the playoffs where it's like you one or two picks, it might be a wrap. So
Just a quick just a quick tangent, just a quick side note. Do you think the NFL will ever move away from a single elimination format, like a best of three type thing in the playoffs?
I can't see them doing that.
I don't see it. I don't.
I don't see it because I think that's why people like it so much.
Yeah, the stakes.
What's the
Want to go
phrase? Any
home
given Sunday.
any given Sunday, baby. Yes, sir. Any other team?
I thought about that though, but I'm like, I can't see it.
But yeah, bro, that's
Yeah,
crazy. Stroud.
yeah. I don't understand. Maybe this will kind of wake him up because
Yeah,
that has to. CJ Stroud is. I mean, he'll probably get some more weapons back next year, and we'll see what happens. But the problem is now, I don't know what Indianapolis is gonna do with Daniel Jones, but Jacksonville ain't going nowhere.
nah.
The Titans, they're only going to get better. Cam Ward showed flashes this season of being pretty decent. So they better do something because the AFC South, then they not like, you know what I'm saying?
Coming, bro. It's coming.
Same thing with Josh Allen, bro. Like, bro, Patrick Mahomes gonna be back. Lamar gonna be back. This is your moment. You had the
Yeah,
easiest
bro.
path to the finals, so the Super Bowl rather. So we'll see, man.
Yeah.
Speaking of expectations, speaking of
Expectations. Come on.
Kevin Stefanski, man.
Kevin, Mike Tomlin out as Steelers head coach. What would his legacy say? What would I? No, I'm just like expectations for Steven Stefanski, or Stefanski in Atlanta. I like the team there. I like the pieces. I like the power players, the skill positions they have there. I
Yeah,
like Bijan. I like Drake London. I mean, Michael Penix. I rock with him. Kirk Cousins if he stays. Uh, we could see something be done there. I don't have any faith in Stefanski as a coach. I don't know. I haven't seen him outside of Cleveland. I haven't really paid attention to him before that. I just know that he was the guy after Freddie Kitchens. That's
yeah.
the majority of what I know. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's
How
kind
do
of
you
like a
feel?
wait and see thing. I mean,
Yeah.
some people are just kind of saying, he was a 2-time coach of the year. So I guess we'll just kind of see what happens and what he can do with Penix, or if they decide to keep Kirk Cousins. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. It's still I still scratch my head at why they did that particular combination. Signing
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins and then drafting Michael Penix.
that
You
made
have
no
a
sense to
veteran
me.
quarterback. Like, come on. You sign a veteran quarterback and then you immediately sign a replacement and then expect to have them both coexist in the space.
A veteran quarterback that just came off a torn ACL.
Not even just that. Is that one that can still kind of play? Like Kirk Cousins came out of Minnesota looking all right, like with Justin Jefferson. Like he's not quite an Aaron Rodgers type where he's ready to retire. So like you have one that's still trying to play, and then you have Michael Penix, the rookie, that's I guess kind of hard to balance those two.
Speaking of, I'm glad you brought that up. Speaking of Minnesota, man, I know
So
Justin Jefferson mad. I know he mad.
dang, that's not where I thought you were going. Speaking of Minnesota, we'll talk about that off camera.
Yeah, that's a whole different thing. I know they kicking themselves with Sam Darnold. I know
Yeah,
they
bro.
so
I was rocking with Sam Darnold on Minnesota. He was a valid starter, like in fantasy. Like if you wanted somebody, you know what I'm saying, he
yeah.
was doing it. Jordan Addison. Nah. For those viewers that aren't really tapped in, why would you say that Justin Jefferson is kicking himself right now? Or why would you say that he's what's going on?
It's just there's no quarterback.
Oh, JJ McCarthy.
Yeah,
Let's
that's what
talk
I'm
about nine.
saying.
Let's talk about Nueve. Break it down for us, bro.
I never really was the biggest fan of JJ McCarthy. So, and I don't know, man. I know he's pissed right now because you had Sam Darnold and y'all were in the playoffs like just last season.
Yeah.
And now it's like because we ain't really heard about Jettas like all season.
Mm-mm.
But I mean, I
It
guess
was, it was bad.
I mean, and I guess I get what they're doing. I mean, you drafted JJ McCarthy pretty high, so I guess you feel like you had to play him.
You had to give him a chance, yeah, because he injured himself before the other season, and we
Yeah,
just didn't know what he was going to do. It was a
I mean,
question mark.
it's fair, but I don't know, man. I just know I know Jefferson is he's pretty upset. Yeah,
You can't waste your seasons like that. Not as a star, like Justin Jefferson.
and they're
Not
already
somebody
in a,
that's jockeying for position as the best in the league.
tough division too. Yeah.
The NFC North, bro. Like, come on,
Mm-hmm.
the dogs only in there, especially with the
Yeah,
Chicago Bears elevating. It's
man.
no easy picks there, boy. Let me tell you.
Detroit gonna be probably right back in the thick of things, and I don't know what Green Bay gonna do.
Yeah, shit. Hey, Green Bay got it covered, though. Between Malik,
Yeah,
well, actually, I don't know. There might be some question marks there. I
yeah. I
mean,
think Malik Willis he might be out of there. They talking about he might go to Miami.
yeah, Malik, that was an audition. Like, if you look at it, really, that was an audition, man.
Yeah,
Whenever I see a backup quarterback that has the sauce and that could potentially do something great, you always got to look at it through that mindset. Yo, he's looking to play somewhere else.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, speaking of another coaches that some a name you brought up earlier is Mike Tomlin.
Yeah, dog.
After 20 years, Mike Tomlin is no longer the coach of the Pittsburgh Steelers. How man, that just sounds weird.
That is weird.
That
Weird.
sounds weird, dude.
That's weird, bro.
What is his legacy? What do you think his legacy is?
I just remember being in elementary school, watching them go to the Super Bowl twice,
Yeah.
winning the first one, losing the second one. Yeah, I was rooting for Aaron Rodgers that one time. You know what I'm saying? Me and my friend's dad were the only ones rooting for him. We're like, yeah, Aaron Rodgers, let's go, let's go. But Mike Tomlin has been such a cornerstone of our childhoods, of our adulthood, even,
Yeah.
especially growing up in our teen years. Watching him coach, he's been there for a long time. It's like watching your hero retire, like watching John Cena retire a
Yeah.
loser even. No, like, it's just weird.
Yeah.
I still hate them for that, by the way. But I'm gonna
We
let
can
that go.
talk about that. We can talk about that,
I'm
man.
gonna let that go.
Gracious.
Hey, bro,
We can talk about that
different
off camera,
episode,
man.
bro.
That was oh my
Different
gosh.
episode, bro. But yeah, Mike Tomlin, what he meant for the stability of the league, just as a familiar face, speaks volumes. You know, not having a losing season ever as a coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers, it's crazy. It's crazy work.
I don't know if you've seen that picture of him and he was at his because I think his daughter goes to Arizona State.
I did see that.
And man, he looks happy. He just
Yeah, bro.
looked like he finally got some sleep.
Hey, because if you think about it, he didn't get fired. He stepped down.
He stepped
It
down.
was his decision to leave. He put the blood. They was crying it. Like we heard the reports. It's hard to tell what's real on social media anymore sometimes, especially when it comes from the locker room. You know what I'm saying? You got different sports pages, parody pages, but we know there was
Yeah.
emotions going on there. I heard Aaron Rodgers was crying. I don't really think of Aaron Rodgers as a crier. So that
Yeah.
just means that they really love Mike Tomlin for real
Yeah.
as
I
a
was
coach.
surprised when I heard Aaron Rodgers was crying. I
I
kind of
heard Aaron Rodgers. I heard TJ Watt had some emotions too. Like
yeah.
Mike Tomlin is one of those like there's no secret. We're black. You know, when we watch sports, we watch it through a lens of a black man. And so to see a coach like that kind of reminds us of our family members, maybe an uncle, maybe a grandfather, maybe a father even. You know, it is interesting. There's a bit of familiarity to it. So to see him go, it's like a family member moving away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin, he was like, even if you weren't like a Steelers fan, he was kind of like, man, that's Mike Tomlin though. You can't say it's Mike Tomlin, bro. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
that's OG. That's OG. Yeah, come on.
that's OG. Like, yeah, man. You wanna like if you just like watch the way he coaches, like, man, you wanna play for him. He's definitely a player's coach.
Even the way he conducted himself in interviews, like he had some iconic moments. Like the memes, like
The one
we were
line,
spamming.
bro.
Yeah,
Man, we do not care.
I was about to say, but I knew you would do it better. Oh my gosh.
We do
Yes,
not
bro.
care.
We were spamming that. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
To all the feelings we hurt by saying we do not care at the wrong moment, just for the sake of the jokes. I just want to apologize for what I've done. Being in hospitals, being bedside, you know what I'm saying? Let me stop trolling. Yeah, bro. It's just Mike Tomlin, the icon, the cultural icon, the coach. Whether or not you want to talk about his winning seasons having an asterisk next to it because some of them were 8-8 seasons, you know, it is what it is. 9-8, just barely scraping by, you know,
I mean,
what he meant for the city of Pittsburgh.
in all fairness, he's never really had a quarterback outside of Big Ben.
We could have that, yeah, we could have that conversation. Like, who are we looking at as far as notable 2020s? I mean, not even 2020s, notable 21st century quarterbacks for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Big Ben,
Just, just throw something like that. It's gonna be hard. I mean,
Terry
off the
Bradley.
rip. Oh, I said 21st century.
Yeah,
I
you're
feel like in
right.
our era. Yeah.
I can't name nobody
They're
else.
not.
That's the thing. You can't.
I'm
You
not gonna lie.
can't.
I was playing the game. Somebody said I was 40, so like it could be. It could be. It could be just my voice that's throwing you off. But yeah, bro.
Listen, I know I look like I'm about 35, but I'm not, bro.
You're not. You close, but you're not.
I'm
But yeah,
close,
Charlie Batch, Michael Vick, just to name a few. Like it's just
man.
hard. Like Devlin Duck Hodges. Like bro, like who has Pittsburgh had at quarterback that was notable outside of Big Ben, like you said? I mean Aaron Rodgers recently, but come on,
But that's not, yeah. But it's not. That's
he's
just
40. He's 41 years old.
a 41-year-old
Yeah,
Aaron Rodgers. Like, no,
what are we asking for here?
great wide receivers, yeah, but he's never really had like a great quarterback to really
Yeah. Well,
establish him.
okay, well, because Big Ben was that great quarterback, but I get what you mean. Like outside of Big Ben, like who
Yeah,
else?
that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
If Big Ben goes down, who do you lean upon?
yeah.
We didn't mention Mason Rudolph, but there was no reason to. And it is what it is, bro. He's just there.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Harbaugh, man.
Are we? Are we? John Harbaugh?
What were you about to say?
I said, are we? I kind of want to look. I just want to see if we're missing somebody. Like, what if there was like a half season where somebody great stepped in and took over? But you continue. Talk about John Harbaugh real quick while I do this research.
Yeah, John Harbaugh. To not really too much to discuss. I made a joke earlier. He would have just waited like 2 more weeks. He would have had the Bills job. But I think he's going into a great situation with Mason Rudolph and Scatterbo and what's the wide receiver's name? Neighbors, Malik Neighbors, and so I think he's really going into a good situation.
Jackson Dart. My
Jackson
guy.
Dart, yeah, with
There's so much potential on that team. Yeah,
I
Wandale
hope
Moore.
I hope that he can kind of rein Jackson Dart in and just tell him like, bro, you not Cam Newton size. Stop going head up with linebackers, please.
Oh wait. Yeah.
I like the heart. Don't worry, I like the heart, but it's like, bro, I need the heart and the head.
Yeah. We need you to protect that melon. You know what I'm saying? Keep
Yeah,
that
I ain't
safe.
gonna have you wind up like Tua.
Yo, it's actually no. I'm actually scared for Tua. Like, you think 30 years ahead? Like, what is he gonna look like in 30 years?
Man,
But yeah,
did you
John
find
Harbaugh
anybody
and
from you said Pittsburgh quarterbacks?
okay, you actually want me to look that. But while I'm looking this up though, let's talk about Mike McCarthy signing on as the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach. I did want to touch. We forgot about it, but
I mean, are you expecting anything? Because I'm not.
I'm really not. We forgot about Kenny Pickett. We forgot about Cordell Stewart. We forgot about Tommy Maddox.
Who?
Tommy Maddox, bro. You don't know who that is?
Nah.
Am I saying that right?
Yeah, I can name. Listen, we can all name Pittsburgh quarterbacks, but are they good? I can name Byron Leftwich and Michael Vick and Charlie Batch and Mason Rudolph.
They said Landry Jones was on the team at one point.
Who is
Are you
that?
familiar? That's what I'm saying. Okay, he's not an elite. We forgot about Justin Fields. There's a reason though. We can erase the 2024 season with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. That didn't count.
Man, he's another one where it's like, bro, you got a couple more years to figure this thing out.
Who got a couple more years? Who?
Justin Fields.
He do not have a couple more years. That boy is out the league. If he does nothing next year, he's out.
I'm being generous. I'm saying like maybe 2.
No, I'm not being. I'm not giving him false hope. I'm not giving him false hope. Hey, Justin Fields, we love you. You on the Bears? On the Bears, he was supposed to be Soldier Fields. He was supposed to lead them to victory. No. He's with the Jets. Can't be the excuse because even when he was, I mean, what did he have in the Bears? It's just I don't. He's the eye test. The eye test is telling us Justin Fields is not a quarterback.
He got two more years.
I'm tired of it.
I'm gonna give him 2 more years.
We can give him 2 more. We can give him 2 more years as a charity option. Sign him to the vet minimum, a 2-year contract. We're gonna see what you do.
After that, bro, if we don't see no more improvement,
no, bro. No, we don't need. We need generational improvement. We need plus 40 improvement.
You go on to the days in the NFL where like you can just get by with a solid running game and a great defense. You can't do it no more, bro. You got to have a quarterback. You have to, dude. Justin Fields, bro. I don't know.
If you don't have a quarterback, you need a team that can mask it.
Yeah,
You need a team
exactly.
like the 49ers where they'll have him set up with everything he needs, and you just got to go out there and put it on the money. And put
Exactly.
it where they can catch it, and they can do the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
What's your what was your thoughts on Harbaugh going to New York? You have any?
I like New York. I like watching them. They're entertaining. I don't know how far they can go within the next 2 seasons. I think that they still have some more pieces that they need to build onto. I think that they have charisma, they have aura, if you want, but I don't know. I'm interested to see where that's going. That's actually fun. I love the NFC East. I'm biased. I'm a homer, but I think that there's some potential in this division for them to do something. The Eagles feel like they locked it up, but for somebody to break through, especially with the Cowboys floundering, with the Commanders, you know what I'm saying, floundering as well, it's just Giants can take it. They can make it competitive between them and the Eagles. Cam, I love Cam. I love Scottaboo. Yeah, bro. I've seen like his blocking. Everything he does it at 200% intensity, and you can't ask for too much more. Even to his detriment.
He just be out there doing stuff, bro. That's would be so funny.
I'm gonna be honest. There was not to talk too much over you. I'm gonna let you speak after this, but just to say, it felt like there was always a clock on Cam Scottaboo. The way he played, we were like, he's gonna get injured. He's gonna get injured.
Yeah.
He's playing so recklessly. There's so much reckless abandon. Like he's gonna get injured.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, he's just a football player. That's all I can really say. He's just a football player. Like it's not really pretty. It's just like raw, just pure football. Football
Yeah, I don't
that's
know how
pure.
smart he is, but something tells me he didn't play school. He played football. Something tells me that he's one of those guys. You know, maybe he got some cupcakes. You know what I'm saying? He got his touch score is a bit, updated, inspect elemented. Maybe some favors are done for him, but that is the dog.
Like, he was in the same class the whole day. It was just him and the
Yeah,
teacher.
yeah, bro.
They told him to put the circles and the shapes together.
Bro. They said he could do all his classes online. Somebody else did them for him, and he was just allowed to practice all day. He was in the gym, eating weights, slamming creatine, touring. Come on. Yeah.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
Yeah, we're at 1 hour and 16 minutes. I don't want to cut things short, but let's get a hot topic real quick and make it a heater for the last one. I
Yeah,
like this
yeah.
one right here. Hold on. I like this one right here. We haven't talked about basketball that much today.
We have not.
Is LeBron holding the Lakers back?
I think at this point, maybe a little bit.
I'm
I
gonna set
think
a
it might be
timer. We're
time.
gonna do 5 minutes. I'm gonna set a timer real quick. We're gonna do 5 minutes. Just
Yeah, we
have a
can do
hard
5
debate for
minutes.
5 minutes. We're gonna do 5 minutes on that. I think that's fair.
Yeah,
There's some
feel
meat
like
left.
5 minutes.
There's more pod to go.
Yeah.
I'm just a substitute. I want to leave some things to talk about.
Yeah, I think slightly a little bit. I'm not saying he's like I'm not saying it's that much, but it's maybe a little bit. I can see him leaving, like not re-signing and going somewhere else.
Let me ask you this: do you think it was selfish for LeBron to play this long? Like we love history, love all these things here. Was it selfish for LeBron to take up a roster spot after the age of 40?
No, because I mean he's still averaging like 20 a game. Because I mean,
Brother, he's averaging, I think, 30 right now.
well, averaging, yeah. That's what I'm saying. I don't think it was selfish. I don't think it was really selfish for him to stay. I just think that the Lakers, they have no defense. Like Luka, you know Luka. We all love Luka, but that man ain't playing no defense, bro.
That man's a cone, of course.
What's that? Hey, what Pat
Man,
Bev said? He a cone?
He a cone. Come on now, he got y'all fooled.
Like he got y'all fooled.
No, he don't have nobody. Nobody thought he was gonna play.
He don't, bro. What Russ said? Pat Bev be tricking y'all. He be tricking y'all.
He be tricking y'all.
Like,
Come
yeah,
on, cuz. He be tricking y'all. Come on.
right. And we like Austin Reeves, but he's not really a defensive guy either.
They got all offense.
Yeah, Hachimura, he's hit or miss. They don't have no defense. Yeah, you can score all, but you gotta stop somebody, bro.
Where's the Carusos? Where's the Dyson Danielses? Where's
Yeah.
the straight Tony Snells? You know what I'm saying? Why am I thinking Tony Allen? I get those two confused. I'm sorry. I'm a bot.
Where's the 2020 Drew Holidays?
Where's the Drew? Yes. Drew Holiday.
Like Drew Holiday, like the enforcers.
Somebody that does both.
Yeah.
Come on.
You're
Come on.
Baron
Dylan
Davis.
Brooks.
Hmm?
I said, get you a Dylan Brooks.
Man. You know,
Is
I
that
can't,
crazy?
I can't hate. I
I was
can't
gonna
hate.
say Isaiah Stewart. I was gonna say Isaiah Stewart first. Like you just need sometimes you need somebody.
Dylan Brooks, he's playing well this year. I can't hate. I want to hate,
Yeah,
but
of
I can't.
course. No, I don't even hate Dylan Brooks anymore. Ever since he stopped playing with LeBron, like he's kind of funny. I saw him on a couple streams. You know, I see him in
Yeah.
some content. Yeah, he's kind of funny. You know, he's charismatic. He did the little, you know, what I'm saying like it's kind of cool.
I couldn't stand it when they did that. Cause you go
He
right there,
said,
you
he
do
said,
that, and you lose. I'm gonna clown you. You
he said, I poke bears.
poor
He's a
Bears.
bum. He's old. He's a bum. He's old. He's washed.
I
And
don't
the guy
respect you
dusted.
till you give me
It's crazy.
40. I can't. I don't
I don't
respect you
respect
till
you.
you burn my. All right, bro.
I don't respect you.
where
But yeah, dog.
you want
No,
to go next, man?
I think LeBron is a tricky one. I think LeBron is not necessarily holding the back, but he's holding the hand. What trade options do you have for 41-year-old LeBron at this current point? You know, there's a lot of I don't. They're in limbo because of LeBron, but he's also not holding them back from winning. They're holding themselves back by not having defense. If you want to keep Braun, you got to surround him with defenders, and you're not doing that.
Yeah, he can't. He can't sit in the chair like he used to because he's older.
Yeah.
He was never really the biggest defensive guy anyway. But
No,
even
okay. Well,
I'm just saying, as a purely defensive, like
as a pure like 2-way, no. It's
yeah,
always
two
been
way,
more offensive than anything and more
yeah.
playmaker. But
But yeah, like back in the day, he was his defense. That was a part of his game. But I can't see him doing that now.
without the same athleticism, it's not the same. It don't hit. I saw him miss a
It's
chase down
not.
block the other day, and I cried. I was in my bed. I was just like, no, it's
Yeah,
happening. Yeah. Yeah, you thought our ages were getting scary. When LeBron opens his eyes and he blinks a couple times, he realizes that he was just 18 and now he's 41.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, like, man, our childhood is really about to leave us.
It left us, bro.
Like, bro, KD is almost 40.
KD is almost 40. Steph is almost 40. Russ is
Steph is
almost
almost
40.
40.
Harden is almost 40. Kyrie is old. And let's remember, not everybody plays for 40. So any of these players could retire at 34, 35, 36, 37.
Yeah,
You know, DeMar DeRozan's up there. Kyle Lowry, like you said, I think you said Kyle Lowry. I don't know. Chris Paul is going this year.
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Iggy, he done already retired.
Iggy gone, yeah. Draymond on his way out.
Draymond on his way out. Clay washed. He is. What you?
Hey, bro. If Clay could be washed, he's happy. He's in a good situation. You know what I'm saying? He's happy, bro. When he get off the court, he's like, I don't care anymore. I get to go home.
Exactly. He's winning. He's winning another facets in life. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Having your girl over to cook for the family. You know, we don't really talk about celebrity relationships like that, and I'm really not trying to get too far into that. But that's a big move. That's a level of comfort that you don't see often. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Yeah.
definitely.
What did Michael, to quote Michael Irvin, we losing recipes, you know. We losing recipes.
Man,
So the secret to
that clip was
home cook.
legendary, bro. Like
That
you
was,
just
bro.
you see Irvin going off. And what's so funny about that is you see Warren Sapp over there just like, bro, it's
He said,
locked
we're
in.
losing recipes.
We lose recipes.
We're
Young
losing
lady,
recipes.
you don't know how to cook. We losing
The women,
recipes.
they're not cooking no more. The women, they're not knitting, they're not sewing. We're losing recipes.
And you see Warren Sapp, he's just over there like this. Warren Sapp locked in.
That brother's spitting.
Legendary clip. Man, we can so where you want to go? Do you want to end it on the what if in the NBA or
Nah, I think you say that for the next one. I think when
next one?
AJ comes back, yeah, I think that's y'all. I think y'all got that. I will say, let's just pick one from there. and let's talk about it. Let's develop a few of those. And we don't even have to keep it on topic. I like the Kevin Durant stays in OKC. I want to talk about that real quick. This
Right.
would be mine. What
All right.
if James Harden doesn't leave? Does he develop into that star? Do they win a championship together as a trio? Harden, Russ, Kevin Durant.
That's a good one. Now for
And then you
the
can go in there, you can pick yours and elaborate on it.
so
But
so
after
for
that,
the viewers who may not see what we're talking about here, there's a meme that's dropped that said change NBA history by selecting one scenario. The list is Derrick Rose never gets injured, Chris Paul joining the Lakers, OKC keeping Kevin Durant instead of him going to Golden State, Aldridge staying healthy, Allen Iverson winning a ring,
yeah.
Dwayne Wade winning an MVP, Carmelo being drafted by Detroit, which is very interesting. If Jordan played in the modern era and if LeBron played in the 80s. So Alvin gave his what if.
Mhm.
I think if I had to pick one out of that whole entire group, I gotta say Derrick Rose never getting hurt.
Derrick Rose never getting hurt.
Like legit, the man was legit like one of the best players in the NBA.
Hey,
Youngest
bro.
player to ever receive the MVP. Dude, he was, if you remember that time period, like even in like during the playoffs, I know they lost, but bro, he was cooking Wade and LeBron. He
Mm.
had that team going.
Hold on. We'll touch on that in a second. But I remember being in fourth grade. I remember being in fourth grade watching him and going on the bus and we talking about D Rose and just how great he was, how crazy he was. Like that. His athleticism, his finishing, his scoring, all that, bro.
Yeah,
It was a different time. Like, in terms of point guards in the league, he was at the top for sure. And he
yeah.
should have still been there had he not gotten injured. I know Bulls fans, I'm gonna let you talk in a second, but I know Bulls fans that are still very upset at Thibodeau for not pulling him in that game, having him out there still, you know, for that injury. It could have been prevented. But what did you have to say? And then I'm getting some of that. I just think that just popped in my head after
I
you.
was just I was just thinking like, yeah, I was just thinking how much that hurt, man. When I first found that out, you've seen that video of him when he first got traded. I think it was ESPN
Yeah,
was
bro.
showing him in his house, bro. When he was like our whole childhood, bro. Like everybody wanted to be like, I want
Yeah.
those shoes, bro. Everybody, we would go out to the court. Everybody be trying to play like Derrick Rose. Like he had a whole like generation in a chokehold, and like he said
Him
with
and
Thibodeau,
Isaiah Thomas, bro. Isaiah
yeah,
Thomas, Brendan Roy, like all of those, bro.
but
What
yeah,
they could have been, bro.
Greg Oden,
Greg Oden, yeah. I think often of Isaiah Thomas, how that the Celtics. That's part of the reason I hate him. Besides the fact that I'm a Knicks fan, like I really hate the Celtics because of how they mistreated him.
yeah,
Like he was really a player that could have elevated them at his size. As a short king, we're not very tall people, so we look at Isaiah Thomas, and he's like we wouldn't even notice that he's an NBA player. He walking the streets. He looked like
yeah.
a regular dude. For him to be equipped with that God-given talent, you know what I'm saying, with the skill that he had and putting up numbers, it was crazy. But I really wanted to talk about the Derrick Rose thing again, though. Um, Derrick Rose, LeBron, D Wade on the Bulls. Those contracts are up in the air. Somebody said no, we're going to Miami, so they went to Miami instead. What happens if they go to the Bulls with Derrick Rose? And I heard
That's
Melo was supposed to join them too. I heard it was
that's a
supposed to be.
championship
Come
team.
on, come on. I heard
That's a
Melo,
championship
Bron,
team, bro.
and D.
Come on, bro.
Like, why are
That's
we dropping
unfair.
that? Come on, bro.
Like Chris Paul, like remember, yeah, we all remember when we heard that Adam with Stern he stopped that whole trade, that vetoed that trade,
Yeah.
sending
Because the
CP3 to
NBA
the Lakers.
owns the Charlotte team. They're like, no, you're
Hmm.
not going to the Lakers.
Bro, can you imagine, bro? Him, Kobe, CP,
Kobe, Pau Gasol.
man.
Oh, CB3 facilitating Kobe, taking all this. He's just passing to Kobe, passing to Kobe, passing to Kobe. If it was Roblox, it would have been passed to Kobe Tycoon, and they would
Right.
have had like, you know what I'm saying, billions of dollars off of the back of that. It would have been crazy.
David Stern said, "Nah, it ain't gonna happen."
No, not a chance.
But I think like with D Rose like that, I think he would have won a championship. I think he would have been, even though like they
He was
lost at
on
that
it.
first time. I think he would have came back and won a championship for Chicago, a couple if he hadn't got hurt.
We was rocking with him in Minnesota too. It was awesome to
Yeah,
see. Obviously, he played in New York as well. Like, I love Derrick Rose. He loved Derrick Rose.
yeah,
It was beautiful to see him get honored by the city of Chicago. To fill the shoes of Michael Jordan for our franchise, bro.
yeah.
I'm not saying that Derrick Rose did that, but he was another bright spot in their timeline. Another blip. Another
I
point in time where we're like, yo, Chicago basketball is watchable.
That's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too, because I feel like if he would have won, I think, because I mean, I think they would have embraced him almost more than they embraced Jordan, because D Rose actually grew up in the city, hometown kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think they may have almost embraced him more. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm thinking about it like it almost sounds ridiculous, but with hindsight, with everything that we grew up with the emotions we carry with us, from our perspective, not having grown up watching '90s basketball, what do you think is more? What do you think would be more impactful though? Like 6 Jordan rings or 1 Derrick Rose ring for Chicago? Like
More impactful.
culturally,
I think cultural wise, maybe for Derrick Rose, just because he grew up down the street from the United Center. He grew up in the same neighborhoods and watching. He grew up watching, obviously watching MJ. You know, he went to high school. He competed. He was on those AAU tournaments in Chicago. AAU tournaments that they had in Chicago. He came through that circuit. So I think culturally maybe it might mean more to the city, but I guess, and maybe I don't know. I feel like that might just depend on who you ask, as far as like what will be more impactful.
I think that's the beauty of the sport. I think that sports is subjective. I think that it's whatever you want it to mean. I
Yeah,
think that it depends on what you value more. Do you value strictly numbers, or do you value the emotion, the storyline behind it?
yeah,
Yeah. So in my opinion, I think it's a toss-up. I think it's whatever you want to interpret it as. That sounds like a cop-out, but it's just the reality of it. I would have loved to see it though. We
yeah.
always rooting for Derrick Rose. Yeah, we was pulling for him. Same with
Facts.
Dwight Howard. I love Dwight. I love Dwight Howard. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. It's
I'm
another
glad.
what if.
I'm glad he got at least one ring. Dwight did.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course. Me too.
Yeah,
Shout out the
man.
bubble.
What you think about the bubble championship?
I don't think it's Mickey. I don't think it's Mickey. I think when you look
I
at
don't
it,
think
it's
so
pure
either.
basketball. I think now I was rooting for the Lakers to win. I wanted to see Bron win. I wanted to see AD win. I wanted to see Dwight win, of course. I wanted to see Rondo win. All those guys. I think Rondo was on the team. I don't remember. It's Hayden. It's been 5 years.
Yeah, Rondo was on that team. Yeah,
Yeah, bro. I just wanted them to win so bad. I do like Miami though. Like I genuinely like Jimmy Butler. I like all of that. It could have gone either way. I think that it was entertaining basketball. I don't know. It was
I
cool.
think that like my thing is people always say like LeBron's not mentally tough, but you have multiple players that have came out and said that like you had to be tough mentally and you had to be able to be a good leader for your team because they were isolated from everybody. So my thing is, if they ended up losing, if the Lakers ended up losing, then that would have been somebody else could have pointed and be like, "Oh, see, he told you he couldn't even win a bubble championship." But the fact that he
Right.
won it,
With
but
no
the fact that he
distractions, no
won, it's like,
nothing. He
"Oh,
couldn't even
well,
win.
it's just a bubble championship." Man, y'all
Mickey
gotta
Mouse
stop.
ring. When you look up Mickey Mouse in that context, it was coined, it was generated by the bubble championships. The way we use Mickey Mouse means something that is superficial, perhaps not warranted, not deserved, has been linked to that specific ring. So for it to be culturally that significant to where now anytime somebody wins something that you never won, we're like, oh, that's Mickey.
Yeah,
Because of the Disney Bubble Championship, like it's actually crazy. It's
yeah,
polarizing. I love that it's polarizing though. I don't think everybody should agree on that. I think that a lot of things came from that. But yeah, fans that were virtually zoomed and tapped into the games. Like people were buying seats so they could be on the broadcast as a
Yeah.
virtual fan. Like I think there was cool stuff that came from that. I also think it was one of the worst times of our lives. I think
Yes.
that's attached to it as well. I think that the players struggled as well, not being with their family. Some people had people that passed away. People like Carl Anthony Towns having to take an inhaler after catching COVID. People like I want to say Jason Tatum, people like that being affected by it.
Yeah.
Speaking of the bubble again, though, a lot of people didn't take COVID seriously off rip, and we're not gonna really touch too much on COVID because it's a science. It's one of those things that we never fully understand as people that don't study it. I'm not going to go too far into that. But Rudy Gobert coughing on the mics, touching all over the mics, talking about ha ha ha, and everything's yo, you can't make that up. You can't make that up.
Yeah, and
Can't
then
make that
like
up.
all of a sudden everybody done got man, that was actually hilarious.
That was crazy. It's almost like not real life sometimes. Hey, what's up with your? I just want to thank Trevor. You know what I'm saying? He hit me up probably yesterday. Like, yo, I need somebody for the pod. I just want to thank him for giving me the opportunity to come on his platform that he shared with his brother AJ and allow me to speak my mind. We talk about sports all the time. Sports are an important part. I talked about balance at the beginning of the episode. You know, not making it the most important thing in my life, but having it as a release, the therapeutic, the cathartic elements of sports. You know, my days of running down a football field, running down a basketball court aren't over, but I never really had the skills to do what they can do. So to watch them live my dreams, be able to root for a team, be part of a culture, it's fun. People have Dungeons and Dragons, people have League of Legends, people have other games, Pokemon, whatever. And we have football that we can look at. We can watch that. That's our Pokemon. We collect football cards. We look at the stats. Like, yo, he
Yeah.
has this much hit power. You know what I'm saying? That's our release.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
but
yeah, I remember Rudy Gobert doing this to the mic.
wait.
Next thing you know, bro, the
Next
whole
thing you
NBA
know,
shut down. I'm like, bro, y'all gotta, yeah.
they're just in the bubble. Like, you're probably wondering how I got here. Yeah, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, man,
One of the
Rudy,
cool things about the bubble is the personalities. Like, I don't know if you watched the J.R. Smith live streams or
a
you
little
got
bit of
clips
it.
from
Yeah.
that. Yeah. There was this one where he has this blanket. They have the standard. It's like the small blanket. He's like, I know Braun ain't got this. There's all types of funny stuff. It was like maybe a towel. It looked like a towel. Like, hold on, let me pick up a towel. Nah,
Yeah.
that one's a little spicy. I'm not gonna pick up that towel. But just having personalities of the athletes on stand. There's some allegations that floated around. Like, what was Lou Williams doing outside of the bubble? You know what I'm saying? We don't have to talk about it. But it's cool stuff like that. Watching them eat, watching them train, seeing that bromance between Boban and what's his name, Harris, Tobias Harris.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like just cool stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely, man. It was like you said, it was a weird time.
It
It
was a
was an
weird
interesting
time.
time, you know what I'm saying, for the NBA. It was good and bad, like you said. It's kind of odd. I don't know. It's kind of hard to describe.
We talk about how we thought COVID was gonna last 2 weeks. We're like, oh, it's only gonna last us 2 weeks. We're gonna be back after
Right.
2 weeks.
Yeah, we'll be here for a couple weeks. Everything will be all right. You know what I'm saying? It will be all
Everything
right.
gonna be all right. Yeah. Weeks
Next
became
thing you
months.
know,
Months
12
became
months later.
brother 24 basically, bro. People were
Yeah.
still afraid to get out 2022. They're like, yo, hold on. I think I caught it in 2022, thinking I was bad. So I went
Yeah.
bowling. I was like, you know what? I'm finna drink off the cup. I'm not gonna wash my hands after I touch the bowling balls. These wings. It might have been 2023. Even. It was just bad. I caught COVID is scary, bro. But we're not gonna
Right.
talk too much about that. I don't even know if we could say COVID too much on Spotify. You know what I'm saying? Without getting
No,
flagged.
no, you good.
Yeah. I just didn't want to say the C word and, you know what I'm saying, get caught up with. No.
Nah, you good.
Let's talk about something dumb real quick, though. Oh, you had something to say? Because,
No. I was just saying, no. I was just saying you good.
no, you had a thought after that, though. Like,
I probably done forgot it. I'm getting old.
I got you. Yeah, but I'm not glad when you open your mouth and you flash your teeth, I kind of saw that.
Yeah,
Oh, you
yeah.
getting old.
I forgot. I
Hey,
had it and it just left.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Uh, let's have, is it cold? Like, I know you moved. Like, I'm not going to, like, give out your location and say where you moved to, but, like, you moved slightly further south. So I don't know if it's as cold as, you know what I'm saying, where you
It
are,
was
but, like, nah, 30s, 40s,
so
20s
yeah, it was like in the 30s like last week.
last week.
I can just tell people
It's my type.
I'm over in Deltona, Florida. I'm like 30 minutes from Orlando. So it was kind of cold. It was kind of cold.
Yeah.
Like it was for a couple of days. It wasn't like as nearly as cold as some places. Like it wasn't like -6. Like I know, like in Ohio, it was like -6. It was snowing real bad.
Man, it was 19 degrees in Tallahassee, Tully.
I can believe it. Yeah,
It was getting snow.
it was
Yeah,
snowing
man.
in the Panhandle. I saw.
I saw that too. Had a good little decent bit. But yeah, some frauds, of course. It was kind of looking like the
Yeah,
tornadoes a little bit.
yeah. I have some
That's
frost
my
on my
favorite weather,
car
though.
a couple of times. Yeah,
Oh, you got a car? Oh, I see you swing. Mm-hmm.
yeah. I had
We just,
for a couple of months, just trying to keep it on the road. I thought I told you that.
we might have talked about it, but I'm old. I'm getting old too.
I got a car
Yeah.
a few months ago. Just trying to
What
keep it
happened
on
for
the
you,
road is
bro?
the
You got
hard
some
thing.
wings. Yeah, bro. That's good. Yeah. So did you
How's
bring out your
everything?
jacket or like you broke out your jacket? Like your winter
Oh
coat, or
yeah,
you just been
yeah. It
keeping it
was a
free to
little
keep?
chilly. I was like, let me just go ahead and put it on.
Yeah.
Plus, you
I
know,
don't wear I just be out
represent.
there like shirt, sweatpants. This is my type of weather, you know what I'm saying? I can't even say I'm from Connecticut like I left when I was 3, 4 years old. But I just
Yeah,
love the cold. I'm obsessed with it.
yeah.
I'll just be out there underdressed, probably
If you gave me an option,
barefoot.
I prefer the cold anyway.
Yeah, bro, it's just better. Now it depends because sometimes it gets too cold and you start hurting, like your fingers. Like when the fingers start snapping off, too much. It's too much.
Yeah, yeah. That's too
When your
much.
ears start to get hot, yeah,
Yeah,
it's crazy.
yeah. That's too much. Yeah,
But yeah, you asking how I was and stuff. Like what's going on with that?
yeah, man. What's been going on with you?
I'm going back to school, bro. I'm going back to school for building maintenance management, probably with an emphasis on plumbing. You know, I'm gonna be working on houses and things like that. I'm excited, bro. Big chapter in my life. How about yourself, bro?
I'm doing okay. Everything is pretty much the same. As far as like what I'm doing, I mean, I've been helping my uncle a lot in his garage, doing some stuff, helping him out. So that's been going on. Just doing little piddly stuff. As far as like the work I'm doing, I'm still taking care of mom and getting paid for it.
Yes, sir. Got you, bro.
Nothing too much has really changed on that front. Just now we're in a spot now where I can get a little bit more. She can hang out with different people besides it
I
being,
love that, bro.
so
Oh my gosh, bro. You know, not to get too much into it, but yeah, that's a beautiful thing, bro. Having people to kind of like we just talked about it last week, but having people to associate with her, have people to really show her that love, to welcome her in with warm arms. You know,
yeah,
to give you a little bit of a break as well. Not that you need a break, but to give you some time to yourself. You know, to take
yeah,
care of yourself and your needs, and also to give her some people to associate with. You know,
right.
that's always good. Yeah, I love that for you, bro. I love that for both of you.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Well,
Hey,
let's say your battery is like less than 20%.
oh, you can see that's invasive. Okay,
I just got like a
what was it telling
notification
you
to
that?
say your battery is like, it says Vin's battery is less than 20%. To tell them to plug it
They
into a
snitching.
charger.
They snitching on me like that. They airing me.
That's
That's
crazy.
crazy. I was just gonna thug it out, you know. I didn't feel like reaching for the call, but I
A
didn't feel bad.
Riverside say, hey, bro, charge your junk, bro.
Riverside just putting me on on blast. Wow. Whoa. Oh, they say your juice low, brother. Oh,
Like, hey, bro, charge it, bro. It's about to die.
I had the Gatorade sign, bro. Okay, I got you, bro. Good charge. Yeah, man. No, I was just telling him while he was going. I was like, I appreciate you having me, bro, on your platform. I
Oh, no
said, it's a
problem, man.
privilege.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, to be one of the first guests, fill in the substitute, play my role, Max Struess.
Oh yeah. What? Six
Yeah,
man,
as a,
six
as a
man of the
fan,
year.
as a fan in front of the show, bro, like this is what I love, bro.
Oh yeah.
This is our relationship, bro. It's how
I'm
we
about to
talk,
say
bro.
you always got a place here, bro. And goes beyond the pod anyway. Um, and eventually too, like for the ones that's out there listening now, like I'm gonna try to expand a little bit than just like sports. Talk about
Yeah,
different
of
things, like
course.
talk about adult life and you know talk about movies and music and different things. So this definitely isn't just what we're going to be talking about now. It's going to be a lot easier too because sports is kind of coming towards a close with the Super Bowl and playoffs and everything. So I have some room to talk about some other things and kind of expand with
Yeah,
the
you look at my
show.
brother Trevor, bro. Like one thing about Trevor, you might think he's a one trick because all they do is talk about sports and stuff like that. But he really is a thinker. He's an intelligent person, and he has ideas that go beyond sports, life, you know, music, things like that, entertainment. He's a multi-talented person. I just want to gas him up, big him up real quick. He does music. He studied music. He's a student of the game. He respects music. I'm saying he's not one of those people out there just, yo, I do music, and they just sing karaoke. And, you know, he loves that stuff. Beyond music as well. Just life, having conversation, morality. You know, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna speak too much on his religion and stuff like that, but he loves God for sure. Having a relationship with him,
yeah. Oh,
but
most definitely. Yeah, you got to keep
multifaceted,
God first.
of
Appreciate that
course,
too.
most definitely, bro.
Well, listen, we're gonna go ahead and cut it right there, man. This has been another episode of the It's Been a Minute podcast. I am your host. What you doing?
Nah, leaving me hanging like that is crazy. Yo,
First of all, dap up is crazy. What do you mean? I'm like, why this man got his hand?
at least give me the fist butter. At least give me the fist butter across the face.
All
Like,
right, all right. Hey,
yo, wait, hold on. I'm asking. You get a high five.
I'm not, bro. I rather dap up.
All right. Let's line it up. Hold on. Oh, it's gonna be reversed, so I gotta do it this way. Other hand.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Hey. Yeah. What you gonna do? All right.
How about the deuces? Like, man, please like, share, and subscribe, and tell your people to watch and listen to the It's Been a Minute podcast wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. Like I said, please like, share, subscribe. Tell your people to watch and listen to the show, man. That's another one in the books for y'all. Peace.
So it's been a minute.